What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. Hope you're having a good day. This is 3.5 years in the making. This is part one of 2 videos. I decided to break it down into 2 videos. These are songs that got a 10. In the moment, when I listen to them, headphones make a big difference, as does dedicated time to listen to, dissect, and feel a song. These all got the highest rating. I go by feel when I give my ratings. I frequently forget, as I'm listening to songs and reacting to them, that I'm going to rate them in the end. And then you'll see me like, oh my God, I have to rate this. And in that moment, I basically go by feel. But there are criteria that apply. You know, the lyricism is huge. The way the artist delivers or the vocalist deliver the lyrics, the way the musicians support it, all that goes into how I feel and how I rate a song. A song can make me feel sad. It can make me laugh. It can be poignant. It could have surprise twists at the ending with a turn of a phrase that I didn't see coming, and the whole thing just worked where I'm like, there wasn't a flaw with it. Like, it did exactly what the artist seemed to want to do, or the songwriter, or the producer, whomever. It did exactly what it was designed to do. So here we go. I'm going to do the first 14 in this one, and then I'll do the second 14 in part 2 of songs to date that have received a 10. The first one is Roy Clark's "Thank God and Greyhound You're Gone." I laughed so hard in that. I don't know what to expect when I do these reactions, because I don't pre-screen them. I don't look at the lyrics. I don't do research on them. I go in virginal. I laughed so hard the way he delivered those lines, because Roy Clark was a very funny guy and ridiculously talented guitarist and all that, but that was hilarious. That got I think that was my first 10 I'd given. And the second one was Tom Waits' "Hope I Don't Fall in Love with You." And I hadn't heard that. It was a reaction. That took me on such a deep journey. I mean, sometimes songs make me feel like the song itself captures something I'd gone through. I don't recall if that song was that or not, but that's just one of the criteria that sort of like makes me feel something. And I just remember that taking me to a whole different place. And it was unexpected because it was a subscriber request. I didn't know much of Tom Waits' stuff, and that got a 10. Martin Del Rey's song, "Someone to Love You." That was a song about a dying man's wish for his wife when she survives his passing. And that thing was just so beautiful. It was like, good God, it captured a certain sliver of life that I talk about. And that hit me in a just very deep, poignant, beautiful, sad, all of that type of way. And then Kenny Rogers, "The Gambler," unbelievable. With listening to that with headphones on, just took me on a journey where I saw myself on the train with the man talking, and my own mind images of it. But of course it was Kenny. But I mean, I've reacted to other Kenny songs. I mean, major artists that people love, and I'm not crazy about the songs necessarily. So just because an artist is highly regarded in the industry, and I like the artist a lot, doesn't mean a given song is one that's gonna be rated highly. But "The Gambler," good Lord, when I listened to that with the headphones on, took me to a whole different place. And that song, there really wasn't a flaw in it. And Rhonda Vincent's rendition of "When the Grass Grows Over Me," her voice, her delivery in that song was otherworldly. We know she's got a beautiful voice, but a lot of people have technically beautiful voices. But the way some artists can deliver a lyric and feel it as they're delivering it sets them apart. And Rhonda sang that song that just hit me deep, deep in my soul or my heart or my being, whatever you want to call it. And next is Chris Ladue's $5 Fine. This was a request. I had not heard the song before. And I laughed so hard, but as a guy, I can so relate to that. Like, no whining allowed. If you come into this bar, you're going to get fined $5 if you complain or if you whine or what have you. And I'm like, yes, yes, thank you. We need, instead of safe spaces out there when nobody get whatever, we need no whining spaces. Enough of that. Like, whatever. It was hilarious. I envisioned who was the person who went around in the bar enforcing it? Like, are they eavesdropping on conversations? Whatever. The whole thing was sort of like ridiculous and so right on at the same time that I was laughing throughout it. But I totally agreed with the message. So Chris Ladue as well. We're talking about like one of the guys, in my opinion, in music. What do you say? It got a 10. And the Highwomen, their song Highwomen, that was a surprise for me because I thought that it might have been like a cheesy copycat of the Highwaymen. It wasn't. I mean, I thought it was going to be kind of hokey. I was worried about it. I shouldn't have been, because when you're talking about like Amanda Shires, but you never know what producers and labels are going to do with the song. It took me to places I didn't expect to go. Lyrically, there was an intrigue. It was set in different countries, you know, the little vignettes within it. I loved it, and I was surprised that it was as good as it was. So that got a 10. Hank Williams Sr.'s Your Cheating Heart. You listen with headphones. It's a short song. It's not lyrically off the charts. It's simple, but simple sometimes reflects a brilliance to craft something in so few words. That thing took me, that captured that sliver of life that the whole way through the song, I was just spellbound, blown away, emotionally invested, mentally, cerebrally, intellectually invested, whatever. Every part of me was invested when listening to that. And there wasn't a flaw in it. I mean, that's an iconic classical song, as we know, but some iconic songs aren't that good. You know, I mean, they're nice to listen to, but this one, forget about it. This was so, I mean, it was a 10. And the ninth one is Johnny Horton's Whispering Pines. That took me to a place. I was walking with him through this song. And it's Johnny Horton, one of the forerunners, one of the preeminent songwriters. I've probably done 5, 6 of his songs, and, you know, Sink to Bismarck, and like beyond belief what he did with music. It seems so simple, but simple, as I've said before, there's a brilliance, a genius to simple. It's easy to add bunches of stuff in, but keeping something simple, communicating a message that people feel it, that is a talent. There's a brilliance in that. And this song of loss and lonesomeness, the phrases and the way it was delivered just captured that sliver of life so well. Like Hank's Sr.'s Your Cheating Heart. This just was simple in that way that spoke to the human condition. Got a 10. And of course, Charlie Daniels, Wyoming on My Mind. He sang that on the David Letterman show. The footage was old, of course, sort of grainy, as a lot of the footage is, because we're talking about traditional country music here. And he played it just with his guitar on the David Letterman show, sitting in the chair next to Dave's desk. He didn't get up and sing, you know, into a microphone. And just completely took me into a whole nother world. Lori Morgan's Something in Red. I hadn't heard that song before, and it came like full circle, but it was like a woman's life told through different colors, you know, like you'd wear white as a bride, you know, red as that, and the way she depicted it and brought it full circle was absolutely brilliant, unexpected, and a work of art. Oh my gosh. Joey and Rory Feeks, that's important to me. And the way Joey sang it, as always, but the way Rory is right there in the moment, those two paired so well. But that song was in on Larry's Country Diner, if I recall correctly, so you could see them. It wasn't just the song. And the artists are just in the right place at the right time with the right talent, everything, and it comes together. And that song just was so beautiful. Nothing wrong with it. And the next one, Ringo Starr and Robbie Robertson's compilation, if you will, of artists from around the world doing The Wait. It was like the 50th anniversary of the band's song, The Wait. And you just have to see that to believe it. You've got artists like in Abu Dhabi and like Japan and Wyoming and all over the world doing, in Nigeria, I think, and I think Argentina, like all over the world. And then the person who brought that together was brilliant, and mixed it and all that, just brilliant. But you have to see that, and it's in the playlist of 10 and above. So, and the last one for this part one is Sue Thompson's "Sad Movies Make Me Cry." And I hadn't heard of Sue Thompson at that point. I didn't know this song. And I'm listening to this, picturing what she was saying, and I just could not believe the absolute brilliance in capturing the broken heart of a young girl because her boyfriend was kissing another young girl. It was an adolescent story, and how hard that was. And when she went home and told her mother, or what, the whole picture was right there. So that was absolutely a gem of a brilliant song. So that's it for part one. And now I'm going to get into part two. And so that'll be the next one that you see. I'll probably post these in order too. So hope you enjoyed that. But these are all absolutely mind-blowing, brilliant songs. All right, guys. Have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country. And these are songs with a 10. There's so much good stuff out there. Have a great day.